So actually what I wanted to do was to make a very, very slow video. I'm not even joking. I know some people are having problems finding out how to build the funnel, especially if there's several upsells or downsells as well. So what I'm going to do here is literally go through it very, very slowly. The most important thing that you have to remember is an upsell happens when they say yes to something, and a downsell happens when they say no to something. An upsell is yes, a downsell is no. An upsell is yes, a downsell is no. Forget about everything else in terms of what an OTO is, what an upsell or a downsell or something like that is. If they say no to something, they get what's called a downsell. If they say yes to something, they get what's called an upsell. Okay? So I say that again. Upsell is yes, downsell is no. So what I want to do is I want to build, well, I'd say a simple funnel, but it's actually quite complicated. And this is a screenshot of the pages just from Funnel Builder, literally just the pages which I've created for this demonstration. It's those ones, just so there's no complication, which is what going on. So I want to be very clear about what we're going to be doing, because this should cover 99% of situations for you. We're going to have a front-end product. That's your landing page. That's your sales page. That's the buy this for $20 page. Okay. Whether they say if they say no, well, they can't really say no. But if they say yes, they go to the checkout page. If they say yes again, so if they say yes at the checkout page, what happens? Yes is upsell, no is downsell. If they say no at the checkout page, it's irrelevant. If they say yes, then they go to an upsell. So upsell 1, okay? So everybody who buys is going to go to upsell 1 or test upsell 1, okay? Now, what this funnel is going to be is 3 upsells and 1 downsell. Okay, I've put downsell 2 because it goes with upsell 2. So, for the purposes of this demonstration, let's pretend that the front-end product is a camera. Upsell 1 could be to get an extra, I was going to say an extra film, but that kind of dates me, doesn't it? Upsell 1 could be to get a memory card. Okay. Upsell 2 could be to get a leather case. Okay. Downsell 2, if they said no to the leather case, we're going to give them a nylon case. Okay. And upsell 3 is to get a warranty. Okay. So we've got a camera, we've got a memory card for upsell 1, we've got a case for upsell 2 and downsell 2, either leather or fabric. And for upsell 3, we've got a warranty. We're selling a warranty on the camera. Okay, hopefully you're with me so far. I'll just go over that again because we're really doing it slowly. I really want you to understand this. There's a front-end product, which is the camera. Then everybody goes to the checkout. Everybody who buys goes to upsell 1. Whether you say yes or no to upsell 1, you're going to see upsell 2. If you say yes to upsell 2, you're going to see upsell 3. If you say no to upsell 2, you're going to go to downsell 2. And whether you say yes or no to downsell 2, you're going to go to upsell 3. And on this funnel, at least, because I've got no upsell 4, everybody is going to end at upsell 3. And what I mean is, whether they say yes or no to upsell 3, they're going to go to a thank you page. Okay, but we don't have to worry. about the thank you page because the thank you page is already there. I've actually done a beautiful diagram to map this out for you. And yeah, I did it in pencil because I really wanted to show you just it's not difficult, okay? And how to make sure you're running through every single situation. Now, as I said, you're always going to end up at upsell 3. And here I've put it as US 3. So everyone's going to come to the front end product, the camera. Whether they say, well, they can only really say yes, because there's generally not a choice to say no. But they're going to go from the front end to the checkout. I guess in certain situations, you can say instead of having this camera, click on this button and you'll go to a different camera, and that would be a downsell. But let's not even go there because it's just making it complicated. And it's actually very easy to do that once you understand the mantra, which of course is upsell equals yes, downsell equals no. Everyone starts at the front end. Everybody then goes to the checkout, the CO. Okay, now at this point people can not check out or check out. So they've got a yes here, which leads to upsell 1. If someone is actually checking out and they do check out, they're putting their hand up, they're saying yes, so they're going to go to an upsell. Upsell is yes, okay? They're saying yes, we do want to buy the front end product, so they're going to go to upsell 1. What can happen at upsell 1? In this particular funnel, they can either buy upsell 1 or not buy upsell 1. They can either say yes, which will be an upsell, or they can say no, which will be a downsell. If they say yes, they're going to see upsell 2. If they say no, they're going to go to upsell 2. Okay? So whether someone says yes or no, they're going to see upsell 2. But we need to map out both of these situations because they're going to follow a different path. So at the moment, whatever happens, someone's come from the front end, they've checked out. Because they checked out and they paid money, they go to upsell 1. They now have a choice to go to either buy upsell 1 and go to upsell 2, or say no to upsell 1 and go to upsell 2. But now they have two choices which are slightly more complicated. Because if you remember, upsell 2 is for the leather case. And if they don't want the leather case, we want to give them an option to buy the fabric case. So, both of these are actually going to be very similar, but we need to map them out. They're on upsell 2. If they say yes, I want to buy the leather case, they don't need to see the fabric case because they've already bought the leather case. And then they go to upsell 3, which is the warranty. Okay, so this is a very easy path. They've checked out, they said, yes, I want the front end, yes, I want the upsell 1, yes, I want upsell 2, and they get to upsell 3, and whether they say yes or they say no, they're going to go to thank you page. Okay, we're at upsell 2, and they've said no. So what happens then? We want them to see the downsell page, downsell 2. We've got upsell 2 and downsell 2. We want them to see the fabric. Okay? They don't want leather, but maybe they want fabric. So they've said no to the leather, so we want to show them the fabric. If they say yes, or they say no, then they go to upsell 3, which is the warranty, and they can get to choose from there, and they're automatically sent to the thank you page. So that is totally complete there. There's no other cases that can happen because they're already at upsell 3 here, and I put yellow fluorescent to show that that's the end of their journey. And we know that everyone's journey has to end at upsell 3 in this particular case. So we've done everything if they say yes on the first upsell. But what happens if they say no on the first upsell? If they say no on the first upsell, we want them to see the second, upsell 2. Okay, they said, I don't want to buy upsell 1, but we still want them to see upsell 2 because they may want a camera case. So upsell 2 shows them the leather case. So they can buy that and go to upsell 3, which should be highlighted. Should I pause and do that? Or you're okay with that? This is upsell 3, which finishes. So in this journey, they've bought the front end product. They've said no to upsell 1, which was the memory card. They've said yes to upsell 2, which is the leather case. And they're going to see and finish their path at upsell 3, which is the warranty. But they could also say no to upsell 2. And we don't want them to see upsell 3 straight away because we want them to show them the downsell on the camera case. So upsell 2 is leather case. They've said no. Okay, and so they're going to see downsell 2, which is the fabric case. Okay, so that is mapping their car, their path, and if they say yes or no to the fabric case, we still want to show them the warranty. So if they say yes or no, we still want to show them the warranty. Now, if you're having problems visualizing things, then just do it like that and say, do they have any choice at this point? Yes. At upsell 2, they can either say yes or they can say no. If they say yes, we want to show them upsell 3. If they say no, we want to show them the downsell for the camera case. Okay, so you have to go through every single possibility and map it out. This is just the easiest way to do it. And to be honest, how many funnels do you actually make? You don't make one a day, you make one a week, one every month. It doesn't really matter. They're generally going to be very, very similar. So it took me about 3 minutes to map this out. Perhaps I should have done it in front of you, but I didn't. My on-screen camera skills aren't that great. So now we've got this, we can go to actual funnel builder. So let's go to funnel builder. Okay, and you can see I've got test front end product, test checkout, upsell 1, 2, 3, and a downsell. So we're going to go to funnels. And remember, in order to run a funnel, you always need to create the actual funnel. I think of the funnel as the container for the pages, telling funnel builder what's going to happen if they say no, if they buy, if they don't buy, if they ignore, if they say they hate you, yeah, whatever it is. So I'm clicking on add new funnel. Let's just call this test funnel for video. Click on create. Okay, now whatever happens, you're going to be given this screen. We'll choose the pages option. The product is very similar. It just means that the first page will be from the front end store instead of one of your funnel builder pages. But that, I don't really want to go through that because it's going to complicate matters. So the landing page, what is the sales page? I don't even need to look at the diagram, and you don't even need to look at the diagram. But for argument's sake, let's just have a look. Okay, so here is the front end. We know what that's going to be. So let's put that on. So we're going to choose pages. We're going to add a page, and we're going to find the test front end product. I'm going to click on Save and Next. Okay, what's going to happen now? They haven't even checked out yet, so I'm going to ask them to check out on the front end product because that's what we want them to do first. And even on the actual diagram, you can see that we want them to go to checkout and then see an upsell. So we'll click on checkout. We'll choose, it really doesn't matter, any checkout. No, it should be a funnel builder checkout. So test funnel checkout, which I just created, and then click on Save and Next. So we created the landing page. And if they want to buy that, if they add to cart, they go to the checkout page. So I've put in the front end product page, I've put in the funnel checkout page. Okay, what do we want to do now? As long as they check out, we want them to see the upsell. Okay? If they say no at checkout page, we're not going to deal with that because there is really no way they can say no. Of course, they can shut down the page or they can click on another link or something, but we're not dealing with that within Funnel Builder. What we're dealing with is the post-purchase. And as you know, we're going to offer them whatever happens, as there is only one option, an upsell. Because they put their hand up and said, yes, I want the front end product. And yes means upsell. So let's add the page for the first upsell. And it's really very easy. Test upsell 1. Okay, let's click on Save and Next. Let's go to the diagram again. And I'm kind of slowing it down slightly with the diagram, but I just want to show you what can happen next. Okay, they can say yes or they can say no. Okay, yes means we click on upsell, no means we can click on downsell. What I'm going to do first is all the yeses. Okay, so at this point we're here on the first upsell page. They've said yes, and we want to say yes and yes. And as I just showed you on the diagram, it's yes and yes. So let's click on upsell, add page, choose upsell 2, because if they said yes to upsell 2, the memory card, they're going to see the leather camera case. And if they say yes, which is upsell to upsell 2, yes is upsell, yes is upsell, upsell is yes, they're going to see upsell 3. Okay, and then we can click on Save and Next, and after that they go to thank you. I'm not even sure if we need to put thank you there, but I guess that is reasonably neat. So what we've done now is said yes, yes, yes. They've said yes to upsell 1, yes to upsell 2, yes to upsell 3. And you can see this. At this point they've said yes to the front end, they go to upsell 1. Here they've said yes to upsell 1, and here they said yes to upsell 2. Okay, and from here, if they say yes or no at upsell 3, they're going to go to the thank you page. But our work is not done yet. Let's have a look. And I think this is where a lot of people do find it a bit complicated, because we need to map out absolutely everything. So they got to checkout. They said yes to upsell 1. So they've got the memory card. They said no to downsell 2, which is the leather. So if they say no to the leather, we want to show them downsell 2, which is the fabric. Okay, so we're following this path now. They've said yes to upsell 1, no to upsell 2, so we want to show them downsell 2. We finished with this road, this path, so we want to start along this one. Okay, so in order to start along this one, we need to go to where things changed, which was upsell 2, where they said no instead of yes. So where is upsell 2? Upsell 2 is here. So I'm going to click on upsell page. Okay, I'm going to click on Save and Next, and then we want to put a downsell. That is downsell 2. For the moment, I'm just going to click on Save and Next. Okay, and you'll see over here that it's automatically added the path yes, no. Okay, so let's just go back to the diagram. We've got yes, no. And then we can either have yes or no on down cell 2. And whether they have, say, yes or no, they go to up cell 3. Okay? So we're here, they said yes, no, and we want to give them a yes and a no option. So here we can actually see it. Yes, no, and now we want to give them a yes and a no option to get to on the down cell page. So I'm clicking on down cell page here. I'll just show once again where we are. We're on down cell 2, down cell page here. Okay, we want to give them a yes or a no. So let's go with the yes first. Okay, I'm going to click on save and next. Yes is upsell, and we know that whether they say yes or no, we want to show them upsell 3. So I'm going to click save and next, and you'll see that now we've got yes to upsell 1, no to upsell 2, and yes to downsell 2. But now we need to do the other path. So what we've just done, if you can follow the arrow, is we've done yes, no, yes. So now we need to do yes, no, no. So it should have a green and then an orange and an orange. So once again, we start at the downsell page. We want to do yes, no, no. The downsell is the fabric camera case. So we're starting at test downsell 2, which is the fabric camera case. And we want to do yes, no, no. So I'm going to say no also to the downsell, which means we're going to see upsell 3. And then we can click on save and next. Okay, so now we've got these extra 2. And if we look at the diagram, what we just did was that one and that one. The downsell 2, yes or no. So now we've done this whole top branch, okay? Now we need to do the lower branch. So we're at downsell 1 and they say no. Okay, have we done that yet? We should see green and then orange. We haven't done that. We know we haven't done that because we've done off the tree. So I'll go back to the first upsell page. And what do they say? Instead of saying yes, which they've done in every other case so far, they're going to say no. So save on next, downsell. What happens if they say no to upsell 1? Then they still see upsell 2. So I'm going to put that in. So let me show you where we've got so far. They've checked out. They've got to the upsell 1. They've said no to upsell 1. So they go to upsell 2. Okay. So from upsell 2, we also need to give them the 2 choices. They can say yes, or they can say no. So let's do those. Let's go from upsell 2, where they said no to upsell 1, which is here. So they've been on the upsell page and said no. They've been on the upsell page and said no. We want to give them two choices. So that's the upsell 2. If they say yes, which is yes is upsell, then we want them to go, then they'll go to upsell 3 because they've already bought a case. Okay, let's go back. They said no to the first upsell, So they go to the downsell page, which is upsell 2. Sorry, that's a bit confusing. And then they're going to say no to that. So they go to the downsell 2, the fabric. They've said no to leather, so they go to the fabric. Click on save and next. So let's go back to the diagram. We've been to the upsell 2 page. They can say yes and go to upsell 3, and we've just done that, and that ends that path. Or they can say no and go to downsell page, the downsell 2. Okay, so now we need to do the 2 options for the downsell 2 page, which is yes or no. In both cases, they go to upsell 3. So let's find that. Let's just have a look again what we're looking for. We're looking for yes, they bought, no, no. Okay, so it's green, orange, orange, green, orange, orange. Okay, green, orange, orange. Yes, so they got to the first upsell. They said no to the first upsell. They said no to the second upsell. So they're on the downsell 2 page, which is the fabric case. So we're going to click on downsell page. We need to give it a yes and a no. So click on save and next. Let's do the yes first. And what happens? They go to the third upsell. Whatever happens. Click on save and next. And now we need to go back, and instead of doing the yes, we need to do the no. So it's actually the last branch. They have said no to the first upsell, no to the second upsell, and no to the downsell, to the fabric. So let's do that. They've got no and no. And we want to do another no, which is a downsell, and take them obviously to the upsell 3, which is here. Going to do save and next. You can click on thank you if you want to. Let's make sure everything's saved, because we've actually completed the funnel. And you can see on this, how many steps are there? There's quite a few, because we've done quite a complicated funnel, because I wanted to do a complicated one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus the 2. So it's 13. And you shouldn't have to do anything particularly down here. This is your funnel link. So hopefully now you understand what the funnels are all about and how to make sure that your funnel does work properly. I'm not saying you don't need to test it, but if you actually map it out like I've done here, and you make it through that, you go through every single possibility, then it should work for you. Just a few things that this is actually a different funnel. Let's go back to the one. A few things that I just want to point out. Firstly, if you want to go down the path and go to the next step, you need to click on here. So I'm now on test upsell 2. Let's say instead of going to an upsell or a downsell, I wanted to go to a thank you page. First I'll have to click on next, because I'm on upsell 2 and I want to tell it what's going to happen next. Then I'll click on thank you. But you always need to go to the page where you're going to make the choice from, and you click on that to make the choice. So for example, let's say I had upsell 4. I'll be looking for all the times when someone is on upsell 3, and I want to cover the case whether they say yes or no for an upsell 3 to go to upsell 4. So my first upsell 3 is here. Okay, so I click on save and next, and I'll have to do the upsell and the downsell. So if they say yes or no to upsell 3, then they'll always see upsell 4. Look, I hope this has become more understandable. It's actually really not. I don't think it's difficult at all, and I think it's very well set out. I realise you can say that I had to draw this diagram, but once you draw this diagram, it just becomes very, very clear what you have to do. If you're not totally clear on what you have to do, then watch this video again and ask any questions. Please do watch it twice before asking any questions, because I really think that for everybody who understands what an upsell is and what a downsell is and what a funnel is, you should be able to actually create your own funnel. So over and out, Ben Schaffer, thanks for watching.